Kendra Lacey. Kendra Lacey let us know that she had been victimized by Cornell. He owed her money. We got a message to Brother Cornell letting him know that we were aware of the situation. Kendra Lacey ended up being able to recover her money from Brother Cornell. Well, what Kendra Lacey did, she went and talked to about 20 other people who were also victims of Cornell, who he had owed money to as well, to other people as well. From that point, we got phone calls from about 20 other people. Once we got those phone calls with complaints from 20 other people, we went ahead and opened up a full and thorough investigation into the practice of Mr. Cornell X. What we have found was that Mr. Cornell has been guilty of stealing money from the public. He is now in court being sued by a multiple number of people. He has been in this situation before, and what we want to do now is come out and let the people know that we do not condone his actions. He is not a part of us. He is not our leader, even though this is what he claims on all of his social websites. So at this point in time, we are giving a public service announcement to the public once and for all. We're not doing any more press conferences. We're not going to take any more phone calls after we warn the public of this man's actions. If you give him your money, he will take your money without any kind of service at all whatsoever. This has been going on for over a decade in the community in Houston, Texas, and abroad, and we will not stand for it any longer. And if any of the community leaders or so-called community leaders who have accepted this nonsense, we shouldn't have to be the ones to step up to the plate and put an end to this action. Our community leaders should be leading us, but since they are not here to lead us, the People's Party have to take the lead and do what's right, and that's the only thing that we're here for. We want to recover the money for these victims from this brother, Mr. Cornell X, and stop his practices. This is an end to all of the nonsense and the misery that he has caused the poor people of Houston, Texas, and abroad. And at this time, we'll take any questions that you may have. Go ahead.
Why do you think it's taken so long for people to come forward? If he claims he's been doing this for so long in the community, what took so long for people to complain?
Yeah, well, there have been some attempts before, and people are basically in fear. People don't know what to expect. It's kind of like David going up against Goliath. You're facing a giant. He's been in the media for a very long time, in the public eye, so he's gained a certain amount of fame and trust from the community, or so-called trust. Well, this is Mr. Ben Hall's office law firm. He does business with Mr. Cornell X. And so we're standing out here in front of the law firm of his office because he's a cohort of Mr. Cornell. He's helped Mr. Cornell on several occasions, and we don't want anyone doing any kind of fraudulent business with this brother and helping him in any of his practices.
We understand when people need your assistance, you personally, as you said yesterday, are going to come, you're going to advise them.
Yes.
Help the people. If you explain that.
Yeah, most definitely. We are very righteous in what we do, and if anybody has any concerns in the community, from anything from police brutality, from problems at work with your job, on discrimination, anything like that, you can contact the People's New Black Panther Party. Our email address is peoplesnbpp@gmail.com. And we also would ask any victims of Cornell to go ahead and step forward at this time and give us a call or email us as well. You don't have to fight this fight. We're here to assist you, to help you recover your money back in the best way possible.
What is your telephone number?
832-294-8922. That's where we can be reached at.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the New Black Panther Party or the People's Party?
Yeah, we are the People's New Black Panther Party. We have been around for a while, getting out in the community, doing work, feeding the homeless, anybody that needed any kind of assistance at all whatsoever. A lot of time people get us confused with being with Mr. Cornell. We are not with Mr. Cornell, but like I said before, he uses that in order to, to ride off the Panther name in order to gain the trust and admiration of the people.
And how are you different from the original Black Panther?
Just in age. We're like the seed that they drop. They're in their 70s and 80s, we're in our 30s, 40s, early 50s, but we're here to carry on the same thing, the same message that they had. We still work off the same 10-point platform, and we have a relationship with the original party as well.
You were saying Cornell's taking this money from people, not doing what he promises to do for them. What is he doing with the money, do you think?
We have no idea, but from his lavish lifestyle he lives, apparently he's using the money for his own benefit.
How specifically has the Hall Law Firm enabled
We can't reveal any of that right now at this time.
Talk to me about what went through your mind, or how did you feel when you first heard that these actions were happening?
Well, I had actually saw a clipping with Cornell about 5 years ago, before I even entered into the movement or anything. So when I first heard it, I wasn't totally oblivious to any of the so-called accusations, because to me at that time, they were only accusations. There was nothing that I had found to be concrete, because we hadn't done any investigations. We only seen news clippings and word of mouth. When we actually put our hands and went into the investigation, we were very disappointed in what we found, and it's very hurtful to have to come against another community, brother in the community, who's supposed to be out here doing work. So it's not a good thing that we are standing here today. This shouldn't be happening to anyone in the public at all whatsoever, especially when you're doing it to poor people who have lost homes behind this. You have elderly people, you have younger people who are on their way going to college, who he has taken money from, and it seems that he doesn't even have any remorse at all whatsoever. And so we're just trying to help these victims recover all of their money. That's our main thing. But it's not a good thing. It's very painful to be standing here today.
There was a large news conference back in October 2016 outside of the courthouse with a gentleman from Omaha who brought forward Ms. Wills and other individuals who at that time were early in their organizing to recover their money.
Right.
Where is that gentleman, and what is the role of Mr. Vincent now in the recovery for those individuals?
What brother are you talking about? Ricky Jason or one of the
Mr.
victims?
Jason.
Mr. Jason was the one that actually started the Facebook page Victims of Cornell X, which was very good for him to do. We appreciate Brother Ricky for doing that and bringing that forward. And if anyone in the public want to go and check out these stories for themselves, like I said, there's a Facebook page that has been created called Victims of Cornell X, and we urge everyone to go and look at these stories for themselves.
And so, what is your relationship with Mr. Jason, this particular effort here?
I just spoke to Brother Ricky Jason a couple of days ago. We've been working together. This is how we got to this point, by working with Brother Ricky on this.
And then, Mr. Vincent, Mr. Dixon, what is your role in this effort?
For me, the fact that he was using you guys' names and it's created a distrust within your community, what do you have to say about that? I mean, how does it make you feel? What do you want to say to the people?
Well, this is why we had to come out against this brother and let the public know once and for all that Brother Cornell X is not a Panther. He was removed from the party in 2002, and so it creates a distrust with the Panther Party and the public. It creates a discontent. People, one of the first things that people ask us are, y'all with Cornell X? We have to go through the explanation, and all that. And so people have a tendency to shy away from dealing with us or wanting to come in and join in and help with the community work simply because of the name that he has put on the party. But today we are here to reclaim the name and just let everybody know it's a brand new day in Houston, Texas. There's a new sheriff in town. We go by the People's New Black Panther Party, and we are here for the public to help. We're not here to hurt anyone. If anybody feels like they have been wrong, they can always contact us, and we're going to do what's best and advise them on what's the best thing to do.
Have you had previous protests at this location?
There have been some previous protests at this location with some of the victims of Cornell X, yes.
Since October 2016.
I don't know the exact dates, but there have been some.
So, based on your investigation, how many people have you identified so far who have had their money taken allegedly by Cornell?
At least 20 people so far have contacted us.
So what's the next step? Now you have had this press conference to warn the public. You have an email address and a phone number for them to contact you. The Facebook page is still active for people to interact with the information.
Correct.
What's next?
Well, what's next is to follow up on the story, to keep at it. What has happened is when people have exposed this brother before, no one followed up on the story. No one made sure all these victims recovered their money. The next thing for us to do is to deal with these victims on a one-on-one basis, assess all of their cases at a time, and guide them in the right direction of getting their money back. And we're not going to stop until every victim has recovered their money back.
So we know that at least one of them has filed a lawsuit, has a court date. Do you know how many of the 20 have filed lawsuits and the status of those cases?
No, we don't know exactly how many have filed lawsuits at this time, but there are a number of different lawsuits that have been filed, and also there have been criminal charges filed against Mr. Cornell for theft of services as well. So that's something else he'll be dealing with as well.
When were those charges filed?
Those charges, I don't know the exact date when they were filed, but they were filed by Mr. Nate Lewis, who was one of the victims who actually recovered their money in a lawsuit.
So sometime recent.
Yeah, it was very recent.
Total number of people, I may have missed that. Say that
The
again.
total number of people, we don't know exactly right now, but it's in the upwards of the dozens.
And tell me how to spell your name.
It's Yahcanon, Yahcanon Ben Yah, Benyah.
And they're just two capital letters and no hyphens.
No hyphens. Yahcanon, first name, Ben, middle name, Yah, Y-A-H is the last name.
Okay,
Three words, Yahcanon Ben Yah.
And what is your title?
I am the national chairman of the People's New Black Panther Party.
Thank you.
You both are welcome. You got any more questions?
Anything else you want to say, Ed? Anything we missed? Anything we didn't cover?
No, not at all, man. We said everything. We just warning the public, man. You know, dealing with this brother, it's you know, you in for it. You know, that's the only thing that we can really say. You know, and we're not going to continue to do press conferences over and over again. We're not going to continue to put the word out. This is going to be the last time we ever put the word out. If people don't get it by now, then they never will get it, and they have to go off on their own and deal with whatever they have to deal with at this point. But we're not dealing with it. He is not a part of us, and we're not going to continue to let him have a bad name for the Panther Party. We want to be very honorable and respectable in what we do. And we don't want to support brothers who are giving a bad name to this community or calling themselves activists and turning around and hurting the community that they should be supporting.
And can you also clarify that when people are faced with injustice, police brutality, a number of issues, there are places you can go with righteous people who are not going to ask you for money to advocate for them.
Correct.
Can you clarify that, please?
Yeah, if you need help in the city of Houston, Texas, or abroad, we are a national organization. You can contact the People's New Black Panther Party. I gave you the email address already. We will either direct you or assist you in the proper way that you should go in order to handle your case. If you need assistance with a lawyer and you don't have the money, we can best assist you. We can raise funds. We can get lawyers to work on your case pro bono. But just because you are poor does not mean that you have to have money in order to get some help in this country. There are places that you can go to get some help. You just need to come to the right people. And whenever you go into the wrong people, you'll know it, because the first thing they're going to do is ask you, how much money do you have? You're more than welcome. Any more questions? Anything else we should add? That's it? All right.
Thank y'all.
Thank everybody for coming.
Thank you. What's the best number to reach you by?
The number I get, 832.
And I get on my phone. Is this your number?
Yeah, personal number.
832? I don't want to ask my
294
294
8922.